What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here. Hey, hoping you're safe out there, washing your hands, washing your faces, washing your bobos. You got to keep that bobo clean in this pandemic. Just want to let you know about a little bit of new content going on over at Patreon for just $1. I know times are tough right now, but if you have $1 and you want more of us, you can go over to Patreon, $1, and you can start hearing some solo Call of Cthulhu adventures. I believe Caleb and Rhett are playing. It's just mano a mano, just classic dude on dude D&D stuff. Also, wanted to let you know that Season 1, Boz, my old buddy Boz, who played Ayrton Schnigglesby, he and I do a paranormal podcast called The 45th Parallel. And soon, very soon, all of the guys are going to make their way onto my podcast. So if you like us here, we're going to go over there and talk about crazy aliens and conspiracies. It's called The 45th Parallel, green letters, alien. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. But enough of all that. Enjoy the adventure, and please stay safe.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Welcome to Chaotic Amateurs, the internet's #1 D&D 5e Let's Play podcast. I am your host for Season 4, DM Alex. To my right, I have...
Ooh, Dash is Thrakus.
Bentley is Riff.
Ooh, Rhett as Zephyrus.
Caleb is Scory.
Milo is Bowl.
Oh, I was really hoping you were going to do that.
Milo is Bull.
And last we left our adventurers, they had just escaped from the hold, the prison by the Southern Mages. Mm-hmm. They had gotten to a small island Julia, their new friend, had found, and were about to get sent back home, but something happened. Animated armor, floating skull heads. It was a whole mess. Let's get back into it.
Whoops.
All right, and the adventure begins. So, let me switch over to what we have on the screen, which is, you are on the island. You have a Julia that is unconscious. Pieces of armor that are no longer animated, and a skull that's just cracked in multiple places, basically destroyed from what I remember. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, the girl needs some help. And I'm gonna run over there and do some medicine.
Do some medicine?
Yeah.
Can I assist him? I mean, I'm not that good at it, but can I?
I have the same question. I actually am proficient in medicine. I don't know. Are you?
Oh, well, then maybe that should
I'm going to push you guys out of the way.
Your job?
Take charge. Yeah. So I want to palpate and feel for her breath and her pulse and whatever needs to happen.
So yeah, going over to Julia immediately, you notice that she's breathing. It looks like she was knocked unconscious by the blow that had hit her before.
Okay.
So in no dire needs of saving, but at least is unconscious. She's at 0 hit points and stable.
I think she's fine. It's going to be a little while before she wakes up, though. So, how are you guys?
Well, are we expected to wait for her to wake up from unconsciousness, or?
Well, let's take a look at these glyphs and stuff around this teleportation circle.
The outside, glyph area, I want to destroy part of it so nothing else can come through.
Okay, so yeah, the kind of ritual circle that she was drawing, you obscure it, so it is now no longer set. Yeah.
It seems someone is sabotaged Julia. That was her name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And we're still on the little island, right?
Yeah, the little island that she was able to take you to. Looks like a little kind of secret hideaway that she's put aside. She's got a place to do rituals here. That chest is still here that she had pulled food and her spell book from. Kind of a jungle island.
I'd like to approach the remains of the skull in the night and inspect that to see if there's anything that can clue me in on where they came from or who sent them.
Okay.
That kind
Give
of thing.
me an investigation check, either both of you, or if somebody wants to help the other one.
I have plus 5.
Do you want to? Here, I took care of the medicine. I figured out she's alive. You can do this, and I'll help.
And I'll go ahead and cast guidance on myself too.
Sounds good.
I'll pull out my card and look through it.
Mm-hmm. 22. So you take the fragments, you kind of gather them all together so that this big piece was probably the larger part of the skull. You kind of get them all set. Looks like this was some sort of enchanted creature. You believe it's... With your background, I would imagine you might know a little bit about them. These are skulls that have some magic imbued in them and are tended to be used by wizards, mages of a greater power to be able to do things for them, to go out and complete simple tasks, guard areas, things like that. It looks like this was sent with a specific mission based on its behavior before. That's what you're able to figure out from this thing.
Anything about the armor, or does it ring a bell of like where it could be from, like what army it could have been attached to, or?
It's not armor that you've seen before. You couldn't attach it to any sort of nation or kingdom. It looks old, and it looks like at some point it was enchanted to be able to move, but at this point, both the skull and these things are pretty much devoid of any animating magic, any transmutation magic.
Well, it appears we won't be able to magic ourselves off this island, so I will begin building a boat.
I want to go start trying to chop some wood
Building
off
a-
a tree.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
crafting a small dinghy.
Yeah, you can definitely start gathering lumber.
Very good, Mr. Will. You begin plowing that tree over there. Now,
I'm chopping the tree. I'm not plowing the tree.
fair enough. To each their own, apples and oranges.
Would you like to help me?
Is
Bonding moment.
Is this a
Willem
callback
kind of pops
to, like,
up
season
and
2 or 3 where you said plow a tree and
Season
chop a
2 or
field?
3.
That was this
it was
one.
Episode 1, season 4.
yeah.
Bad with dates.
Willem kind of pipes up and says, I'll take care of it, Zeph.
Huh.
And he comes and helps you. He kind of gathers the wood that you chop down.
And we bond? Do we bond?
Probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
Roll a
to-
charisma check.
Ooh, yeah. I want to see if he'll like me more.
Nice.
Okay, I'm not very charismatic. Surprise. 13.
13? You bond a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You
All
share
right.
some stories while you're doing it. It seems that Willem has had, a few different jobs in his day, and getting wood, building things has been one of them.
Nice.
Do we still have the same HP as when we ended last time?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I believe so.
I need to heal. I need to.
Well,
relax a little
perhaps
bit.
a rest is in order. If we are waiting on Julio here, we can perhaps...
Julio?
Well, that is his name, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys begin.
Is there a water source nearby?
Well, we're on an
fresh water.
island.
You'd
Like-
have to
like
make
a
a
little-
survival check.
A little creek or something?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't find water.
What did you get?
That's like a 6.
A 6. Okay. You don't find no small creeks, but you're able to find a little bit of water that are kind of caught in the leaves and branches of trees. The leaves that kind of come out just have some water in them.
I
But
fill
no running
my
water.
water deal as much as leaves allow. And then I sit down and meditate.
What time of day are we talking?
It's probably midday or yeah. You guys went to sleep last time, woke up, so yeah, I would say it's approaching the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chucks around my neck.
Perfect.
Then I'll, after I get done trying to gather some wood with Willem, I'll take a rest as well.
Okay.
I could use a rest.
Yeah, I'll hang out with Julia and make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
And have Chain look over her too as I kind of repair myself up a little bit.
All right.
Because I've got like 10 hit points.
Well, perhaps while we are preparing for a rest, we can take this time around our metaphorical campfire to talk about the next course of action, assuming that this here person don't wake up from unconsciousness. How are we going to get off this island? Where are we headed? And is this person not just dead weight right now? Should we just abandon them out in the ocean and head on our way?
No, because I come out of meditation. No, because she brought it. Didn't she she transport? No, she tried to do a transport circle. It didn't work, and it brought something through.
Yeah.
Right. So something's blocking her. I trust that she's good at magic, and the plan is still to go to Usama, and that's where she was going to take us. So if she can't take us, then we still go to Usama.
I'm still building a boat over here.
Yeah, and you can build a boat for the water I didn't find, and then we go to Usama, right?
Well,
And if you guys give me about half hour, 45 minutes,
Remeditating.
I will. I can help her out and hopefully bring her back.
Maybe she could still magic us away.
Yeah.
I don't know how magic works.
Well, as long as we are in agreement then that the Kingdom of Usama is still our next destination, then I am fine. Biding our time, smoking my pipe, and regaling
Unmeditate.
stories.
Yeah, because we still want the money you promised us. Remeditate.
Well, of course, I will pay all of you a proper wage for escorting me to the Kingdom of Usama, of course, and for your help as the proprietors of the Shooting Star Inn. Do not forget.
I'm fine with any compensation. I just want to be promised violence and exercise.
Well, that I can guarantee you in abundance, Mr.
Then
Wolf.
I am in.
Well, perhaps we should take a long rest then.
I want to take a short rest.
Yeah, so you guys have been taking your time, gathering the wood, taking care of Julia, meditating. Hour and a half, 2 hours pass. Strix has kind of gathered some bits of food that can be found in the island, some just small fruits, and has brought those for you.
Maybe some coconuts.
But there's a couple of coconuts, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's got to carry each of them by themselves
Since you don't
over
go to
from the
beaches of
shore.
Mexico.
Yeah.
You got to give him a D&D.
You got to give me something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's there. You got to get your electrolytes. And after the time, you guys can take your short rest. So any hit dice you need to use, go ahead and use that. You riff, because I was looking at your character sheet recently. During a short rest, you can use Arcane Recovery and regain a spell slot.
Yes. Is there a way that I can tell about how long it'll take for her to wake up and kind of be okay?
You think it'll probably be pretty soon.
Okay.
And towards the end of your rest, you do see her stirring. Looks like she's waking up.
Can I ritual cast Detect Magic?
Yeah. Kind of towards the end of the rest, no problem at all. At the completion of the ritual, looking around for Detect Magic, she has a couple of things on her. Are you specifically looking?
Yeah, that's kind of the direction I was.
Were you trying to look while she was sleeping?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, if she was unconscious, it would make it, I would feel a little bit easier. Yeah.
You fucking creep.
Well, no, she didn't get any of her items back, did she? So the only magic that you'd see on her is the kind of leather armor suit that she's wearing.
There's fork staff too.
And the fork staff is a material. It doesn't have anything magic about it. It's a component for a spell. Same with her spell book. It doesn't contain any magic, but is used for spell casting. But her suit has some sort of abjuration magic to it. The chest is magical, and the circle itself is magical.
In kind of all this time that we have, I would like to go ahead and try to do my special ritual.
All right.
And so I am going to find my way back down to the beach and kind of stare at the ocean, pull out my bag of bones, and feel around, close my eyes, and pull out a rune. And while I'm pulling out the rune, I am thinking of actually Mr. Wolf, my friend over here.
Oh, think of me.
In the wash.
Because
Think of me.
he's very proactive, and he went about building a boat, and that makes Scory happy.
To do it with the ritual, to kind of gain the magic of it, you have to have him nearby.
Okay. Well, I guess I would be in whatever proximity I need to for that to happen.
Just to
but
let
as
you
long
know.
as the ocean is in sight.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, that's kind of the deal there.
Yeah, I where I went to rest is I just laid down in the sand, just sprawled, spread eagle.
Yeah. So you go down to the shoreline and you see Wolf sitting on or laying on the beach,
Perfect.
chilling.
Right where I want him.
Wait, what?
Where did you get that book?
He wrote
In a
it.
shop.
Thanks.
Ominous.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, really?
No, it does.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's Bob's Adults Books. on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
But you can only get it upstairs.
Well, that's interesting.
Don't be giving me bad juju.
I know.
You want that, Juju?
Don't you put that juju on me.
So this particular pull indicates rough waters ahead.
Rough waters.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Good.
Oh, no.
Now it's not terrible.
Is this for me specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well,
really
that's the
cool.
enemies that you wanted. The violence
Yeah.
that you
So
wanted.
here's what happens. So I'm meditating on this rune and kind of waiting for a voice to speak to me, and then as it starts to come through, I start to kind of come out of my meditation, and I am looking at you with kind of a sorrowful look. And effectively what's happening is you gain proficiency in your perception skill
Ooh.
or expertise if you already are proficient until the next morning. I know that doesn't sound
So you got,
terrible.
like half a day.
That doesn't sound terrible, but if I can use kind of your analogy, it's as if you're really nervous about something. Something makes you feel uneasy, and so
Oh.
you're always looking around, kind of checking your shoulder.
I'm on edge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so maybe those chopper sounds start to come back to you.
Oh, yeah.
So you're on edge, but you're paying attention, and so your perception
Gotcha.
bounces up.
So if I already have, if I'm already proficient in it,
Then you double your proficiency, I believe.
Yeah. Then you'll gain expertise with it.
and that means it's
So your
Double your
proficiency bonus
proficiency.
is 2 right now.
so before.
So it's 4.
Yeah,
correct.
So you add +2 to whatever it is at the moment.
Yeah.
Cool.
And this is a spell that that I've come up for the
runes.
divination bone
Yeah.
casting ritual.
This is
There's
awesome.
4 outcomes for it, each one signifying some sort of thing that might happen in the future, and it gives you a benefit based on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like every time he does it for Wolf, though, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's probably going to be this exact
Stormy
same
waters
thing, yeah.
every time. He's always on edge.
All right.
Did you guys hear that? The enemy's near.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish off the gallon of wine, too.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Ball, I am greatly appreciative of your generosity. And of course, I cannot finish this wine on my own unless you plan on taking advantage of me. And while you are an awfully beautiful Warforged, I have to abstain at the time being. So let's partake in the wine, enjoy our friendship, but leave it at that.
Well, yeah, of course. And when we get to Usama, I expect, your help getting into the right places.
Well, of course, Mr. Ball, I am a man of my word.
All right. So the short rest begins to end. You guys are feeling a little more invigorated, not quite as beat up as you were from the skulls and the armor. Julia begins stirring, kind of tossing back and forth, and just kind of shoots up, looks around, and you see just an expression of relief on her face as she realizes the danger has passed. And she says, What happened? What happened?
Well, it seemed like you began casting your ritual, and then these animated armors came out of the spell, and these big heads that were flaming, and we were able to protect you, but they seem to be coming after you.
Oh my god. I don't know what I've got mixed up with. And she starts taking a look at the skull. It looks like she's kind of gaining the same kind of insight that you had gained about it. And they were coming specifically for me.
It certainly appeared that way.
Oh my goodness. We got to get out of here. And she says, "Can anyone detect magic really quick? I should have done that on the circle. I don't know what's going on."
I did detect magic while you were out, and I detected it in this area, and yes, the circle did have magic.
Was it, what kind of magic was it? Was it just the normal teleportation magic? Was it...
What I got was abjuration.
Abjuration. You got abjuration from her leather armor.
Oh, okay. What did I get from the...
Transmutation would be.
Okay.
And nothing else? Yeah, nothing else. I should have checked it for traps before I did anything. I was just in a rush.
Can you tell if these foes were from the mages, the southern mages?
I'm not sure. And she grabs the skull, kind of like looks on the inside, and there is a little mark. There's a rune inscribed into it. And she's, "I don't recognize the make, but whoever controls this," and she holds up the skull and shows you the rune. Whoever's mark this is who controls it.
I snatched that skull out of her head, or out of her hand.
Oh, Julia's
Hell
dead.
yeah.
It's canon.
Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah. I snatch it out of her hand and I smash it on the ground, and then I want to try to take the piece that has the rune on it.
Okay.
If I
And
can
she
pocket that.
lets you take it. She's
I don't
kind of
care.
done with it. You smash it on the ground, and in this nice little kind of half oval shape,
Perfect.
the rune is there.
Perfect. Do I recognize it?
Give me an Arcana check.
Dude, this is crazy. You're adding to your bag of bones? I use mend on the skull, and I never let you break it.
19.
19? It's a rune that you're familiar with, and it's will. Tied to somebody's force of will.
Right. Like an imposing my will on.
Like
whatever.
Willem.
Okay.
Yeah. It does have some flourishes that do denote, kind of a signature that someone might have.
Okay.
But the base
Do I
rune on there,
recognize that? Or?
you don't know.
Okay.
I wake up from my short rest, and I go, and I see Julia's awake, and I say,
It's good you're awake. Can you teleport us out of here? I'm nervous for some reason. Incredibly anxious. Our danger is near.
Yeah.
I hear their cries.
She kind of looks at everyone else and says, is he okay?
Why, I am afraid he seems normal to me. I mean, doesn't he act this way?
I mean, if this is normal, then all right. Yes, let me get started. Just be prepared this time. I don't think anything will happen, but
Or something is always going to happen.
I feel uneasy. This no one should know where this is.
Well, I assure you, I am utterly lost. So, no need to worry about... Oh, you mean the bad guys.
Can I ask you, Julian, are we in the Southern Sea?
We are south of Usama, the Quelinia Island. We're south of there. Not the most southern seas, no, but south of the channel.
Okay. Is this the channel that the black feathers?
So this would be a little south of that, kind of the mouth of it.
Okay.
And you had read the kind of stars the night before,
right?
And had gone and
it was familiar, but not easily.
Yeah, that tracks to what she's saying.
Okay.
Is that those that location? The southern mouth of that channel.
Oh,
but we're not far from Quelinia.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Quelinia?
No, you're south of Quelinia.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
If there's anything I can do to help, I have some magic assistance I could offer. I can give you some guidance to help you through this ritual, if that would help.
Yes. No, please do. Please do.
Kind of just put it up against her eye.
Oh. She kind of takes it and starts looking
she
at
gets
things.
Pink eye.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Oh, and that must have got knocked over in the fight. Perfect. Hands it back and begins taking the 10 minutes to kind of recast the ritual. Unless there's anything you guys want to do before she does that.
We took short rest, right?
Yep. Yeah. I would try to communicate with Chain to try to cast a message back to the college and let them know we are attempting to go back to Usama. We've ran into a few issues.
Okay. Yeah, you take the moment to enact the kind of like arcane gestures that you use to have Chain. Yeah. Both your names will always confuse me.
I have a question. Might seem stupid. I know we leveled up to level 3, but we technically haven't had like a long rest to do so.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
So, I mean, technically we're level 2 still, right?
You're level 3 at this point.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you required us to have a long rest before we.
No, basically, yeah, leaving the place you end up being that level. And
okay, cool.
Because of that, if you do have a new maximum hit point, whatever I should have mentioned that, if whatever you gained with your hit points at level 3, you can just add that onto what you have now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I didn't even think
necessarily need to use a hit dice, or
if you took damage last time, then you would have.
Yeah.
But you also get the benefit of your level 3 hit dice, basically.
So when you
okay, I guess it kind of washes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Speaking to Chain, so you enact the gestures, and you feel the force of your magic enter Chain, and Chain gets in the kind of position where he's ready to send a message. And what do you say?
We will be traveling to Usama.
And some gear just kind of turns poorly inside of it and just kind of breaks.
I thought that was Dash.
I was like, what? I want to try to like grab it and try to like hold it and keep it from falling apart more.
Yeah. You grab the gear and you just kind of hold where you have. And something's kind of off now.
Are you all right, Ball?
Chain gets up from the position he was in and just kind of starts backing away, but just kind of stumbles on its 2 front feet.
It's okay, buddy. Nope. Relax.
Mr. Ball, your friend there did not look very well. Are you sure he is okay?
No. Something broke inside of him. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, and
Something is broken inside of all of us.
Quillum, you might lend him a hand. I am no
Sure,
machine
yeah. And he goes up to Chain and just kind of puts his hands near it. And what do I do?
If you could just keep him calm, I pull out my my tools and kind of come up and tinker with it a little bit.
Okay.
Tinker with him a little bit.
You kind of tinker. Give me a tinker tools check. That's what that is.
Tinker tools check.
With Willem's assistance.
Yeah. He's helping out.
You're welcome.
So that would be my intelligence plus my proficiency plus the roll, right?
Yes.
23.
23? Okay. Yeah, you see where the damage was from the gear, and you notice there's a few springs that are needed that are somewhere inside of him, but you're able to kind of like put some pieces together so that they're not messing with the rest of him.
Yeah.
But it looks like something is broken in there, and you're going to have to spend some time with some more equipment. You have to probably have something made to fix whatever's wrong with him. But once you do that, Willem kind of lets go, and Shane is able to kind of walk around a little better.
Cool.
And is just ever so often just kind of like twitches a bit.
You said that chain was still attached to him.
Yeah.
When I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Aww.
Julia finishes off the ritual, the incantations. She says, "Are you guys ready?"
I think so.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I hold on to my chucks and I say, let's do this.
all right.
I grip my axe tightly and I look around nervously.
All right.
Something's coming.
Little kobold, you're going with them? And Trixie's like, yeah! Uh-huh! Okay. And she enacts the last part of the spell. This kind of beam of light shoots up from the teleportation circle. And she says, all right, you guys have fun.
Wait, you're not coming?
No, you got to get in.
Well,
And she points to the thing. She's like, you got to go.
All right, see ya.
All right. Yeah. Jump in.
I run in.
Same.
All right.
All right.
Foom,
boom, boom, boom,
I hope death doesn't await us.
and you are magically transported through space.
Back
not
to the
time.
prison.
Back to the prison. I told you this whole campaign's in this prison.
The warden's there. They take our possessions.
We were waiting for you.
No, you enter into a stone chamber with a ritual circle below it. It is dark. Those of you that have dark vision see a door just in front of you in this kind of small square chamber.
I'll go ahead and have my clockwork firefly gaslight.
All right, lights up the chamber. What you see is a ritual circle underneath you that is engraved into the stone, similar to the one that Julie had made, but finely crafted. There's bits of like some sort of gem dust that's imbued into parts of it. It's raised up off of the stone. The door also looks well made, and you see along the center of the wall there's just kind of arcane script that is engraved into it.
Can I try to read it?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Please.
Well, now you can't. You can't be nice.
You're right. Crit fail. So.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, you start reading it and just get lost in it. Every time you think you are understanding something new comes up, and you're like, "Wait, that doesn't make any sense."
Okay. Well, it makes no sense to me, guys.
Hello? Anyone? And I'll walk up to the door and just kind of give it a couple raps.
Knock on it.
Try the handle.
Handle opens.
Open the door.
All right, you open the door, and to the left and to the right is a hallway. Is that right? Sorry, no, it's just a hallway that leads straight forward. At the end of it, you see two people. There's some torches that run along the way that light this path. It looks like they're coming out of a door, just kind of laughing, just having a good time.
Hey.
Oh,
how's it going?
Hey, who one waves to you? What's, wait. Hey, what? Who are you?
Yeah, we were just teleported here. This is Usama, correct?
Holy, yeah.
Oh, great.
And he kind of looks to the other guy, and the guy's just like, I don't know.
Are they wearing Usama garb?
It looks like they're wearing some uniforms similar to Zin's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I turn and look to you.
Well, yeah. Well, hello. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Zephyrus. You see, we just came in from a circle on the floor in that there room. Are you familiar with the circle on the floor in that
Yeah,
there
so
room?
that's the teleportation circle. How did you guys get in here? This isn't good.
Kick-ass gal, she made the thing, and we walked through it, and now we're here. What's up? I'm Riff. Hi.
Hi, Riv. Hi. Hold on. And he kind of turns to the other guy. He's like, hey, go get Devon, okay? I don't know what's going on.
Who's
and the other one
Devon?
just kind of goes off. Looks like there's at the end of this hallway where they're at, turns to the right, and they go off that direction.
Do we feel... Well, I know how you feel. Well, do we feel
No,
like,
we don't.
Like
No.
bad?
What do you feel what?
Do we feel like their intention was bad, or were they just surprised?
Insight, I guess.
Insight, yeah.
Okay.
Can you just tell me?
I'm
the
excited.
game, please?
I've never experienced that kind of magic. The only thing I've heard about is from my masters, like, traversing
18.
the shadow realm.
18? They look genuinely surprised. Looks like they
Okay.
were having a good time and have been caught off guard.
All right. Well,
The one kind of starts walking up to you. He says, so, right, who sent you here?
Julian.
Julian.
Well, I think
Right?
her
Oh, if I
name
know-
was Julie.
Julia.
Her name was Julia.
But we are traveling with a noble person of your city,
Okay.
Master Zephyrus.
Master Zephyrus, I'm
Why?
a
yeah.
noble.
Yeah, why don't you take the lead on this, bud? This is where you wanted to go.
Yeah, I am trying to take the lead, and every time words come out of my mouth,
This guy's from here.
Where are you from?
why? Yes, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am a Zephyrus of House Magnus. My family has descended from the Chateau de Magnus.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps you are familiar with these grounds. Well,
no, sorry.
Be that as it may, nonetheless, we are making our way there. So perhaps you could take us out of these dreary, dimly lit halls and.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, the Archmage has got to talk to you first, because no one's supposed to be able to use that unless they're part of the academy.
Well, are we
Maybe
in
Julia
the
was part of the
academy
academy.
now?
What's that?
Are we in the academy now, sir?
Well, part of it, yeah.
Well, perhaps then we could go up and meet this archmage. There is no need to have these conversations while I am.
Well, I think that one dude was going to go get him for us.
Why, yes, I think I would rather have these conversations in a place befitting of a gentleman.
And just then you see kind of turn the corner, the other person that was there, and this taller elven woman. And she just looks at the guy and is like, what is going on? And then looks at all of you and says, oh, okay. You were right. Excuse me. How did you enter here? What is going on?
Well, a plain traveling wizard by the name of Julia, wearing some exquisitely crafted leather armor, created a teleportation circle whilst we were in the hold, apparently a prison manufactured in some pocket dimension of time and space by the Southern Mages. She took us to a exotic jungle island where I was forced to eat dirty rations from a hole in the ground. And after we battled the Flaming Skull, she produced a teleportation circle that took us here, apparently to the fine kingdom of Usama, within a part of the academy, in what is clearly a dirty wine cellar. And quite frankly, I would like to move above ground, if it please you.
I see. That's quite an event that you have all suffered through, if it's true. Hold on to that thought of the story. Follow me. I'll make this quick. And she takes you down kind of where the hallways, turns a corner, and you are in a room. A similar room to the teleportation circle one. This one has a circle on the ground, but it seems to have been made differently. She moves her hands a bit, says some words, and looks at everyone and says, okay, this might tingle a little bit. Just let it set in.
Well, first, if I can be so bold as to ask what the hell it is that you think you're doing.
I'm just making sure everyone tells the truth.
Okay, well, that is something that you could ask our consent for. You see, where I come from...
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that certainly weakens our case, but perhaps you can get the truth from young
I mean,
Madam
if you guys
Ripley.
want to get out of here quickly...
We're just trying to move it along. Not everything's a crazy conspiracy.
And at
Give me
this
the
point,
stuff.
everyone make a wisdom saving throw, and you can choose to fail if you'd like.
Yeah, I feel it.
Shit.
Ooh, I fail no matter what.
Ooh, 17.
17? And you chose to fail.
12.
12. But
I'm taking.
Yeah, no, you chose to fail.
3.
3, you fail.
10.
10, fail. Milo?
Dang it.
Chose to fail.
Just fail.
And we know if we failed? Or we only know if we succeed and it was casted?
You'll know if the effects take hold, yeah.
Okay.
So if you failed, you have had Circle of Truth cast on you,
Yes.
and you are not able to speak a lie.
Yes.
Zephyrus, you have succeeded.
That's funny.
And she
really funny.
looks at you, and then looks at Riff. Knowing you failed, that story he just told, is it true?
Yeah, we were at an inn, and then there was like a bunch of Warforged in a forest, and they laser shot this one guy, and then he died. And then we went back to the inn, and where we should have stayed the entire time because there was like a protection thing, and then, oh man, and then they came inside. I stole one of their crowns, and then they got it back, and then another guy became king, and then boom, we get hit over the head, ding dong, lights out. And now I'm in a jail. We figure out this crazy puzzle, took us far too long, and then bing bang boom, Julia comes around, or Julia, if you hear him tell it, and then we leave. My tall friend, or Mr. Wolf, he built like a box stair to get over the wall, and then we go to the place in the forest, and she tried to do this one, the circle dealie, and then we fought some machines and like some flaming skulls. Super awesome. We won, and then now we're here. We walked through the light. Woo!
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. You were in a prison?
Oh, yes. Something I've been doing is tracking these Warforged that have been attacking from the Southern Mages.
Oh.
Yes, and it led us to this jail where I was able to kind of find out that they're making these Warforged in an unusual way.
Interesting.
It's very important that I report this information back to the College of Stone and Grad, which I work for.
I see. I'm sorry, I don't know the college. Okay. So you all offer no ill will towards Usama, yes? No. Perfect.
Oh, I saw through walls. That's a side point. Go ahead.
Interesting. And a bit of clerical. So I believe you, obviously, but did any of you write down, remember the runes needed to get you here?
Yeah. I produce a piece of paper that I
perfect.
Yes.
I need that.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Well, I am not so
Thank
certain
you.
that is something that you need.
Oh yes, no, that's the address to our teleportation circle. Not everyone can have that. Did anyone else see the runes?
Yeah, I have
didn't see them.
absolutely uploaded it to all my friends on the...
I can't even believe anything you say.
Be that as it may.
Mr. Warforged, sorry. I'm going to need to take something else from you.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I believe she is going to say something about your memory.
your memory card.
Well, I've
Processing
already went through quite an ordeal. What is it that you need?
I just need those runes out of your head.
I don't think that's something that you can have.
Oh, don't worry. It won't hurt.
Well, be that as it may, the question was asked and consent was denied. Now, you can take us on our way.
The problem is that's a matter of national security. We can't have anyone knowing how to get here whenever they'd like.
Well, I'm clearly not a person against anything that you're with, and I'm with an organization that's interested in supporting your group.
What if someone were to
I have
take
no ill
that
will
from
towards
you?
you.
What if someone were to read your mind?
Okay, real quick.
Compel you to tell them the location.
So you're just going to delete that. You're going to give us your word, and like under the threat of violence from my chucks,
Yes.
that you're only going to take that memory. And if he says anything otherwise, I get to attack.
Yes, no problem at all.
Well, I'm not
Does that work for you?
certain that I want to fight
it's
the
just-
archmage
Well-
of the academy.
Well, some of us have, stones, bud. So
Clearly, this truth circle is a bit too truthy.
Well, all I want to know is if there's any other way around this, because this is something I'm not comfortable with.
Now,
I've dealt with people not viewing me as an equal to them in the past, and I don't want that to be going on here.
Oh, that's. I don't consider you like the enemy. You're not like the Warforged that we fight in the South.
I mean, he is under the circle of truth. Perhaps you can just ask him if he is willing to bind himself to his word.
The problem is other magics can cause him to tell this. We've had problems like this before.
I think it's pretty good because this bozo said that I could beat him with my chucks if he messes with you, and you just give me the thumbs up and then done. But come on, so we can move it along.
I am so sorry, Archmage. I cannot allow a member of my employ to undergo any surgery, routine or otherwise, magical or not.
Oh God!
I now say that we are leaving your fine establishment.
Give me a persuasion check to try and change your mind.
Ooh.
14.
14? She doesn't seem convinced and begins making her way towards you, Ball.
If I may interject, Thrakus.
How tall are you again?
I'm 7 feet. Yeah, 7
Okay.
feet.
I served in the Usama army for a number of years. Did my time, and I don't know if you remember the village of Urzrig and that tragedy.
Oh, yes. You had some part of that?
Yes, I was there. I watched many fall. Oh, God. But as a soldier...
Sorry, we all thought you were just going to say that you were the lone person that tore this.
You're like, you remember that tragedy?
No,
I was a tragedy.
No, we pushed the trigger back. No. You can take my word, I'm in the circle of truth. Also, as a former soldier, I will pledge to you that if anything should happen to Mr. Ball over here, and he should come under some spell and come under threat of giving these runes away, I will cleave his head from his body to prevent that. And you have my word. And my word is my bond, just like my axe is a part of my body.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I would also like to make what is it called?
I love it.
Where you're trying to understand a person's
An insight check?
an insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Also,
17?
as I kind of like look around and stuff, does this look like a scholarly place? I get the impression in my
Yes.
Milo mind.
Yes, yeah. I mean, these are very well maintained kind of ritual chambers that you've been in, both of them, and decorated in a way that you would imagine a
Yeah, that would
arcane.
definitely influence my.
Okay,
go ahead. Sorry.
17.
17. Okay, she looks to you and kind of looks over everyone. If you can swear to me that you will make sure he does not divulge the secrets,
I will swear on my life and to my god, Cord.
and your name.
My name is Thrakus Wolfsbane.
Okay.
You don't need to hear the last name. It's a tongue twister.
Oh, that's all I need. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you not messing with my mind.
This also means you may not use that to get here anytime you please.
Well, of course we swear that, and you can trust me, being as I failed my wisdom saving throw on the Circle of Truth.
You didn't.
Now hold on.
You knew that?
What
Have you known the whole time?
Oh, that's why she does not trust you.
what if there's an emergency?
No, I know that, but
Yeah, yeah.
I like to think his character's like, man, I'm pulling this off. Oh, wait, I didn't fool you at all?
What if there's an emergency?
We'll take care of it. That's kind of what we do. We take care of the emergencies.
Well,
Really?
perhaps
Well, here's the deal. Only he could technically, divulge the information, but you can't use it, right? Like, you don't have the powers to do it?
No, I wouldn't be able to.
Okay,
teleport him.
so there's one there, and then if worse comes to worse, he'll take his head.
It definitely sounds like
Gears and all.
Blackus is fine with
And
killing
if
me.
any of them try to teleport here, I will also take their head.
I like this guy.
You're a fine soldier.
I know.
why?
You may have just TPK'd us on your own, like voluntarily.
No, of course not.
Well,
I'm in the circle of truth.
Circle of truth.
this has been quite a bit of excitement. What were you all planning on doing once you got here?
I actually forgot. Zephyrus, what were we going to do? We
Well,
just had to get you to Usama.
I have hired these fine traveling companions and bodyguards to escort me to my family's estate here in the Kingdom of Usama.
Oh, I see.
Once there, I'm splitting and heading to the Crafters Clan.
Oh, the Crafters Clan. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. What are you trying to do with the Crafters Clan?
I've got some business with them.
Interesting. Where are you all going to be? It'd be nice to get a hold of you if you've been in a mage prison and you have business with the Crafters. Shoot, you guys don't know, do you?
What? No, we were in prison.
I am out of the loop.
The war's over.
I'm sorry, what?
What? I beg your pardon.
Okay, immediate thought. What year is it?
Oh, it's the year you know it to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice try.
And she gives you the day, and the timeline matches up. Looks like there was no funny business with time being in the hold.
Do we feel like, as
was
we look
season 3.
around, this is the same plane that we were on?
It's hard to tell. When you got here, with the teleportation circle, maybe you went somewhere else. As far as you know, you're still in the material plane. But the Archmage looks at you and says, just a few days ago, we won the war. We took the Mage's Tower. Sorry, that's why this kind of caught us off guard. We're celebrating.
Oh, a celebration, you say? Well, why didn't you say so?
If you guys would like, you guys can stay here and figure out your travel arrangements.
Well,
just let us know where you're trying to go, and we can get you there.
As long as there is wine for the whole of my crew.
Is this person under the zone of truth?
Not at all.
You're not sure.
Oh.
She mentions that she is, but that no one can believe.
So
that.
Spending my time with ruffians, I feel like I would be able to spot a liar. Is there a way that I can maybe do an insight on what she's
give me
now?
an insight check on if she's lying or not. And
natural 20.
Oh.
And I think I missed that one from you, Milo. Did I give you any info about your insight check?
It was 14.
14. You get a sense that she is fairly trustworthy. Scory, you believe that she's been telling the truth the whole time.
And the room does look fancy.
And this room here is well put together. Yeah, the craftwork here is well done. But she appears to be under the same effects of the spell.
Okay. And telling the truth.
And that would mean telling the truth.
Yeah.
Well, that would explain why those two people they kind of because that's the vibe I got. I got party vibe. There was a party teleportation circle when those two people came around the corner.
Yeah, they were celebrating.
Yes.
So what happened with the war?
Awesome.
It just suddenly ended?
Well, not a whole lot of people know this, but the tower, the Mage's Tower, we were actually able to find it and storm it. Been looking for it this entire time, because if you cut off the head of the snake, then the rest will fall. But yes, just a few days ago, the army stormed the tower. Yes.
But you're a mage. So the Warforged had taken the Mage's Tower. That's what happened.
Well, no.
Oh no, the Usama army. Sorry, the Usama army has taken the Mage's Tower.
Okay, but the Warforged occupied that before.
Apparently, there were no Warforged in the tower. They were out.
And what's the
other
importance
places.
of the tower? I'm so sorry.
That's where the mages were.
Aren't you a mage?
The southern mages, the
bad
enemies of the Usama kingdom.
Got it.
I am
Welcome
Archmage
to
of the
the-
Academy here.
Welcome to the world of grown-up politics there, Riff. Perhaps you let the adults do the talking next time.
While they're saying that, Scory's fishing through his pocket.
What spells do I have?
And he pulls out that piece of bone that he picked up from the island and says, "Do you recognize this?"
She kind of grabs it from you, looks at it, pulls out a small kind of lens that's got some color on it, and just looks at it, pulls another one out and looks at it. Interesting. This is from a skeleton of some sort.
A flaming skull, to be exact.
It looks like it's from the Southern Mages. This is what we found on similar things. She kind of hands it to you.
He puts it back in his pocket and says, "Just so you know, before Julia teleported us here, they came through the portal to where we were, just south of Quilinia."
Interesting.
This was only hours ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm not so confident in your victory, as you put it.
I see.
Well, and being as that not even 2 days ago, we were held captive in the hold, as it were.
By Warforges.
You could understand that we're a little suspicious and
there's tons of people there.
Nervous.
I fried one of their brains.
I am
prisoners.
Warforged.
Oh,
I fried its brain with my mind powers. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened in that prison.
She looks at you while under the truth spell and is just so curious.
What's up? You look curious.
You fried it with your mind powers?
Yeah, I started talking to it in its brain, and it couldn't see like what was going on. It's like, oh, what happened? Where am I? Like, who's talking to me? And I'm like, it's me, dummy. I'm on the other side of the door. Just open up the door, and it was like the one with the circlet on, which controls all the other ones. And I was like, hey, you there? I'm on the other side of the door. Let me in so I can let my friends out. And it's like, what's happening? And then it just brain fried. And then like another Warforged came and got the circlet. It was awesome.
And I'd
probably be pretty good. Like if there's ever you want their brain fried.
I might add that the one that took the circlet from him started killing the
Oh yeah,
indiscriminately.
Wow, that is true. I totally forgot about the.
It's like I messed up. Somebody was it Julia that said it? It's like I messed up like their hierarchy or something like that, and then it made them like all turn all like evil, and they're just like must kill because before they were totally leaving us alone.
Well, there were some soldiers of the Kingdom of Usama there, but to be fair, they knew secrets about me that I do not divulge to anybody, so...
And this is all adult politics, and I don't get it. So, super sweet, right?
It is true that Riff talked a Warforged to death, yes.
This place is hold. If there are still prisoners there, we need to find it. I'm going to talk to a few people. There's a lot of things happening now. The war's over, and everyone's very excited.
I'm super hungry.
Oh, yes. Come this way. Yes. Kind of takes you out, leads you out through the hallways. The two guys that were kind of perusing the hallways see you and is like, oh, is everything okay? And she's like, yes, it's fine.
I like to think that
perfect.
Zephyr has his hanky out covering his nose and mouth, so he's not breathing in the dank.
Freaking dirty
peasant. I want drink.
Oh, finally, fresh air.
To forget the terrors in my head.
And she leads you to a large open room where you see what can only be described as a wizard party.
Nice.
Prestidigitation going off everywhere.
One's
floating
going to
wine
Gross.
glasses and bottles. Everyone is
man.
having a very raucous and good time. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today.
I need her name.
Her name? Oh, sorry. Is
Devon?
Archmage Delvana.
Delvana.
Yeah. But thank you guys for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. I have been your DM. To my right, I have.
Ooh, Dash is Thrakis.
Bentley is Riff.
Ooh, Red is Zephyrus.
Kill the Scory.
Milo's ball.
And grab your sword and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.